So there's, a hard truth in the world that if you have the right connections, you can get the internship, you can get the job. And if you watch my previous video on networking, you understand that already. And one of the things you can't do is kind of worry about it. You can build your own network, and that's what I've done, and that's what you're going to have to do with a bit of hard work. So when it comes to an internship, what are some creative alternatives if you can't actually get one in like a big corporate organization? So one of the things that I've done as I've grown in my career is try to help my family grow in their careers, right? And so I've hired my younger siblings into my business, and I've trained them and had them do stuff that can be put on their resumes as a job that they had, and I paid them. Some families are not going to get paid, but at the end of the day, your family, if your family has the ability to help you, is going to be the first place you're going to want to look. And so what does that mean? So Uncle Billy Bob might have a car dealership. Car dealerships might actually need a dashboard created, or he might be able to let you create something for his company, even if he's not going to use it. It can be called testing and development, which is what I use a lot of work for. Like when I'm doing them, they don't really, at the internship level, you're not going to really be able to contribute to the overall company business objectives, right? And that's fine. That's what an internship is for. You're there to learn, and you're there to learn on the job. So, find Uncle Billy Bob, say, hey, I'm trying to get a job. I've been doing these videos. I finished my degree, whatever you've been doing in order to improve yourself, and say, hey, can I make a dashboard? It'll be 4 to 6 weeks worth of work. I want to put it on my resume, and I want to get a recommendation when you're finished seeing it, and just have that conversation. That's one way. The other way is, and I know people are going to be mad at this, but work for free at a nonprofit. There's way too many who need things like dashboard and analytics just to write their grants. They don't know how to do it. You do. And so if you're again, data visualization, it's easier to do it in that area than it is going to be in data engineering or data science in the nonprofit or the family member space, because they don't need anything too advanced normally, and you can do a nice visualization, help them make their data metrics for their grants, and say, hey, can I do something for 4 to 6 weeks? And the reason why I keep saying 4 to 6 weeks is that's the best way to do it project-based, so that you don't get taken advantage of over the long term, meaning you didn't really want to, work for free for a year. You don't have to. You don't really need a year's worth of experience. You need something unique that nobody else has done on your resume so that it stands out. So you just want to be clear on what your expectations are and what your need is for doing that work for free if you're not getting paid. And if your family can afford to pay you something, then that's fine too. But talk to them first. The next is kind of startup Etsy stores. Haven't tried this one yet, but I do think there's because of a lot of the analytics software that you can find in these like Shopify App Store, BigCommerce App Store, are made by people who don't know anything about analytics, and they don't really work for what the purchaser wants in terms of monitoring their ads and on-page demand. And what you can do is reach out and say, hey, I know you're not really hiring for an intern, but I saw this about your store. I'd love to make this dashboard for you. I just asked that you write a recommendation on my LinkedIn profile and let me use the dashboard as a part of my portfolio. You can sell yourself and negotiate more than you think you can in this space, and I would consider doing that. There are startups, and I'm actually want to get into this space, who are trying to be that middleman for you so you don't have to go and do the asking. I, at this point, working at a different company, kind of put consulting privately away. I can't do it. So in order to still help small business owners, I can help place interns into businesses temporarily. And there's actually a few startups doing that. And basically you do the project that the business needs, and then we help you, help you plan out how to make the delivery on that so that you can add it to your resume. And it's like a business hack or a business hackathon. You find that business owners need, hey, can you help me set up heat maps on my e-commerce store? Can you help me statistically understand if this marketing campaign is working? Things like that. They need it. Sometimes they have money, sometimes they don't, but either way you come out with a project. And so I'm really excited about the rise of this type of thing, because then it's not, what's the use of a boot camp if you can go and watch this stuff yourself, or you can pay someone to mentor you. The use that you really need is to get something unique on your portfolio that shows that you have work experience or understanding of actually what's called like production data or a production environment. So if you are able to get a short-term engagement and it's not, again, stressful in your life, because again, working with family can be stressful in your life. One of the things you can try to do is stay for 3 months. I really wouldn't advise, I think working for free for an extremely long time for something that you don't want to do can stress you out. Now, I don't know if you somehow you reach out to one of your favorite influencers and they're like, yeah, come do this for me, and you're excited to do it for 6 months, do it for 6 months. But if you can't do that and it's not your excitement, just set a end goal of when you want to be finished with it so that you don't get taken advantage of, but you also get something out of it. There's nothing wrong with working for free. That's how the world worked before all of this happened. I think my first internship, full disclosure, was not for free. I went to a summer camp, learned Python, and the lab kept me on at like $200 a month. And I was in high school, so I got so much benefit for that. They got me my first laptop. I couldn't afford that. My mom couldn't afford that. Finding the right people and mentors, sometimes if they see you put in that effort and they're like, oh, this is serious, can I help that person get to the next level? They'll start producing the stuff to invest in you further. So really take that into consideration. Sometimes people are willing to help, but they are so used to people saying they won't help and saying, this, and no, they don't really put in any effort. No, not real effort. They come and beg you, but they don't really put in the work that's required to do it, and they don't want to, invest more in you. So invest, some and show that part of you in a work. But just really negotiate that project-based engagement. Stay 3 months if you can, and if not, get that project out of that experience and really go from there. I mean, you don't want to, again, aimlessly apply with your internships, but, just think creatively about what can count as an internship or count as work experience so that you can get yourself to that next level. And if you want more information about like my 1 week project sprints to build your portfolio, find the link in the description. You'll also find ways to talk to me one-to-one. Like the video, subscribe for more data science career stuff. I'm going to be making videos about data science projects and just like end-to-end things that I like to do coming soon.